Hey everybody, Barry here again. I'm going to continue on with the exhaust. Try and get some actual progress done tonight. The last two videos have been pretty similar, trying to make up merges and stuff. What I'm going to do is get this up on a ramp and try and connect this pipe to the manifold. And then see where I go. Maybe see if I can get this manifold over here, across and connected. Or at least sized up. On weeknights, I don't have a lot of time. Just go home, get everybody all situated, eat supper, that kind of thing, and then come up here and stay here till 9:30. Only gives me a couple hours, so I'll pick away at it during the week. And then on the weekends, then I can put in 4, 5, 6 good hours and get a lot done. So we'll do it little bits of progress at a time. I'm gonna get this thing up and see where I can get. Well, I kind of got somewhere with this flange. I just smacked on the bolts really hard until they broke the welds and came out. And then I just put a couple bolts in there with some posi-lock nuts just for now. And it's perfect. It can rotate. Everything is all good here like that. And I think I can weld this into the manifold and get away from the alternator. It might actually work just like that. Might be a little bit hard to see, but I got the pipe slipped up into the manifold. The flange is easily accessible with a ratchet or whatever, and everything here can move around whichever way it needs to. And I think, yeah, it's gonna be in line like perfect with the flange. And if I need to, I can turn it over this way and it can kind of curl up around up into the flange. Getting closer. I just thought about, probably should have cut that pipe off before I welded it on for fear of vibrating and cracking a weld or whatever, but see how it goes. Sometimes I do stuff in orders 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Doesn't always work that well, but whatever. Although it is kind of starting to look neat. I like it. Looks like there's lots of room over here to get both pipes where they need to be. This one here just got to kind of come down and go up. So I'll see if one of my other donor pipes can do that. Sorry I can't get any real good camera angles. It's kind of tight and it's kind of dark, but I got something done. Comes out of the manifold, which is in behind this alternator. Okay, it is better. Manifold, down to the flange, across under the frame rail, up into the merge. It looks kind of cool too. And I can unbolt it, like from right here. I don't want to touch anything because it's insanely hot, but from like back here, I can unbolt it. That's all good. I might do a flange potentially right, I don't know, under here somewhere, or maybe right off the manifold, either way. I do have another flange right here. It's a little bit crusty looking, but I don't think it's warped. And this one just uses a flat gasket, which is not a big deal. I can cut that off straight there, or even come up here so I got a little bit of a bend there that I can take advantage of if I need to. Do the same thing, cut the bolts off, beat the studs out of it, put new ones in, and this is just pretty much a generic diamond-shaped flat gasket with 2 holes in it. These things are really cheap. The gaskets are probably 10 bucks, and I always just glob them up with some good ultra copper silicone anyway, so they don't burn out. I've used them on the rat rod before and it works awesome. Okay, I'll admit, I forgot to check tire clearance. But sometimes we get lucky. Ah, it's hot. I can get almost my whole hand in between it. And that's all the way turned left. And it doesn't get any closer while turning it the other way. Mint. And again, as you can see here, everything is just tacked. No extra effort put into this in case I gotta maneuver some stuff around. Well, next step is to see if this manifold, which is disgusting, is gonna bolt on up here or not. I haven't tried it yet. I doubt it because I think it's gonna hit my power steering pump, but I'm gonna try it. Well, there's no way this is gonna fit. Not unmodified anyway. Mainly because, as I kind of expected, it's hitting the power steering pump over here. It's like almost close enough. I think I'll cut the flange off and weld pipe on. It's probably my best bet. Well, this should work a whole lot better. Assuming I can get a pipe to come directly off of this and turn down, should be able to get away from the power steering pump. See if this fits any better. There we go. That's something. It's not going to be easy, but I should be able to get something done with it. Another piece of the puzzle tacked into place. Turned out nice, I think. I feel like it did anyway. Now it's got to come down here in under the balancer. Sneak past my oil drain here. Try not to get too close because I don't want it to heat the oil up while it's draining back into the pan. That'd be kind of counterproductive. And then go up into this one. Of course, this is too long. I gotta cut it off. Just like I did to this side. When I get both sides done and everything all tacked into place and everything, I'll unbolt the works of it, bring it over on the bench, and then weld it up. I think it's gonna work really, really well. And I've decided that I think I'm going to use this slip fit pipe, which will go with a bit of modification, like here, sort of. You know, maybe something like that or whatever. That way I can slip this pipe apart. Also, there's this flange that I was talking about a minute ago that unbolts. So I may incorporate that in there somewhere. Somewhere where it's easy to get at the bolts. So if I need to change the gasket, I can. If I need to pull the engine out of it. I'm doing this job. Everything I'm doing here is with quickness in mind when I go to pull the engine out. Because I know the engine's going to have to come out at some point. Because I'm really, really hard on gear. I put a little bit more boost at times than I should. A little more timing than I should. And pistons go bang. They don't forgive at all. If I put in 1 degree too much, bang, that's it. 2 pistons gone. Always number 5 and 7. I know there's other people out there who always have the same issue I do. And maybe it's like the 10.5 to 1 air fuel ratio. Maybe I should be up in the 11s in boost, but I'm still learning. Still learning how to tune all that stuff. I'm only a year in on HP tuners and like 4 engines, so I have nobody to blame but me. I'm all done here for tonight. I'll get this stuff here done tomorrow. It's about 9:30 now, so got to keep some steam for work tomorrow. It's getting into the busy season now, into tire season, stuff like that, and we've been absolutely flat out. So it's nice to keep a little bit of energy for the work day tomorrow, and then go right back at it again. I might take a break tomorrow evening and maybe just chill with Cass and the girls, and then be right back at the van again the next day. So we got a lot done tonight, and I'm getting really excited to see the exhaust all welded together and heat wrapped and stuff. So if anybody has any suggestions on decent but, you know, inexpensive heat wrap, that'd be great if you could give me a link or tell me what to search, whatever. And I'd appreciate that a lot. So anyway, all done for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.